72.8% water, with over 60,000 miles of blood vessels, we could wrap the circumference of the earth 3 times in the rusted red of our wrists on any given day. 120 million people are making love, inlaying their unique tongue and fingerprints like silver on ivory, tangling DNA 6,000 times to the moon and back, pressed between legs, creviced like origami. We shed 10,000 skin particles each minute, veritable blizzards with lightning ripping through the seams at our nerves at 170 miles per hour. The brain feels no pain, only gives it. Such is our anatomy. So static, so stagnant, we stand like clay houses, and yet studies have begun to show that urban youth of color are beginning to evolve lower baseline heart rates and tolerance for abnormally high levels of stress hormone, characteristic of war-zone veterans typically diagnosed with PTSD. They call this clinical symptomology. Survival of the fittest now turns survival of the youngest, the darkest. The hopeless bodies of our children are racked by older grudges in the echoed firearm hymnal of Chicago nights, starting to bend under the pressure of ruby stoplights dotting their spine on constant red alert. They are learning to survive this jungle gym we have planted, hearts slow to an eternal funeral dirge in 4/4 time. Never mind the 200 muscles it takes to take a step. Never mind the pocket of miracle in your left lung, left for beats inept. Never mind that human bone is already stronger than granite. We wrench it into Kevlar, command it to hold, take aim, fire. This lesson is anatomy. From the Greek word anatomos, to cut open. You are cut open. Martyr laid on the altar of our dinner table, cut open. If only these words could sew you close, cut open. If only these prayers were God's fingers lacing back the biology of our collective pathology, cut open your anatomy. Take and eat, doing this in remembrance of child, your small body, shaped to race the roll of storm clouds, eyes like burnt prairies, lessons in the landscape of humanity or tragedy. Did you know that when cremated, 206 bones, countless bedtime stories and lullabies amount to roughly 9 pounds? Do you know there are supersonic sonnets of sorrow inaudible to the human ear and the keening of a mother draped over her child's warped wooden frame? Do you know they call this the science of the living? But I cannot help but wonder if it is the study of the dying, or perhaps the already dead.